Hi and welcome to Easy Fishing. Well, I have to admit it's a pretty nasty day. There's quite strong winds blowing and rain is forecast. We've had a few spits. Now the reason for coming to where I'm fishing today is that the rivers are in flood again. So I wanted to find somewhere out of the main flow. Now I've chosen completely different tactics to any I've used on film before, so let's run you through the gear. I have what is a Rockfish Ultralight. It's 6 feet 11 inches, rated 2 to 7 grams. Small fixed ball, 5 pound line. And for a terminal rig, I have a tiny little crystal waggler. But this is fixed top and bottom. Where it gets interesting is at the business end, where I have 2 pennel rigged size 6s. Now you're probably thinking I've gone mad, but I haven't, because I'm going to mount 2 logworms on these and cast them around. The float will just lie flat on the surface and act as an indicator. I've a loop-to-loop hook length of the same material, 5 pound Drennan method and feeder mono, basically because that was what was on this reel. And let's get going. The reason for the double hook arrangement is quite simple. I'm going to be casting and retrieving this, and if the perch grab hold of the end of it, there's a good chance they'll get a nice firm mouthful of hook. So let's get going. Well, here's the first fish of the day, a specimen tree fish, which basically I managed to drag out. Here we have a nice lady who's come down to feed the swans, and she's feeding them on some kind of floating bird food. Look like floating trout pellets and stuff. Yeah, on there I'll just give it a little close up. But they're obviously loving it, and I bet if there was any carp about in the summer they'd probably be competing for it. But anyway, that's lovely to see. Yeah. So anyway, after a good 3/4 of an hour, I've now moved to out of the channel I was fishing to the upper end, where it joins onto what used to be the boating lake. So anyway, I've tucked myself in. I'm a little bit more out the wind here, and I'll just carry on twitching the worm about. Now when you're doing this, the float is not to suspend the bait, because it is only a tiny float. It's just to act more as a bite indicator. So when you twitch it and rest, if a perch takes it, you normally see some kind of sharp reaction on the float. But I'm just going to carry on because I've got a fair bit of water to cover here. I'll see if I can manage at least one fish under what has to be said very adverse conditions. Well, I've finally got a fish. Not the intended target of perch, but a small jack. Let's see if I can get him out. So it's not the biggest fish I've ever had, but on a hard day like today, I'm glad. There we go. Lovely little perfect condition jack pike. Now each retrieve takes, I would guess, 5 minutes, because all I just do is cast it out, twitch it, let it settle, twitch it, let it settle. And that's how I got that pike. I just literally twitched it when I had a take of, well, unbelievable savageness. So, but like I say, the light is fading fast and I have to do the shopping when I've done this. This is why I came here, because it's near to a Tesco supermarket, so I can get my shopping done as soon as I've packed up. And as soon as I only have minimal gear, 2 minutes packing up, and I've got about a 75-yard walk to the car, so nice, convenient fishing. While it's not been the most productive session, at least I've caught a fish, and I dropped another fish about 5 minutes ago. Only felt very small though. I think it was a little perch, but I'm glad I came back here. It's an interesting place to fish, and I would guess if I come back here and fish bred for silverfish, I'll probably catch quite a lot of fish, because there's obviously still a lot of red gets thrown in this water. But anyway, if I get another fish, I'll put the camera back on, and if not, tight lines.